Want to be smarter? Want to be fitter? Want to be wealthier? Want to be better? This is Infinite Transcendence, where life mastery meets humor and sarcasm with a blunt approach. This is the place where we talk about mastering your life without the usual feel-good aspect. This is the podcast designed for people who want useful tips and information while being entertained. So sit back and enjoy the program.
Hello, welcome to Infinite Transcendence. Hope you guys had a great week. Weather's been okay here, starting to cool down just a tad, been drier than usual. But I want to hop right into this particular week. I want to talk about boosting your mood. You go through the day, you always have, you have various moods. You wake up, most people in the morning, they wake up, they're groggy, especially you have to go to work. I know most of you work a 9 to 5 or so. You go to school and you hate going to school, you hate going to work, and you're tired, especially on a Monday, like tomorrow or the day after. Like for today, here it's Sunday, but tomorrow morning, if it's Monday for you, most of you have to go to work or school, you hate it, you're groggy, you just don't feel like getting up out of bed, you just don't feel like getting anything done, you just feel just not in the mood. You may not even be particularly tired, you just hate where you're at, you just feel like, you feel like you have to just trudge through the next day. I want to show you how to get past that. And so you look forward to your day, or at least be more energetic and motivated to do whatever it is you're doing, even at times where it feels tedious. Because with anything, even things you like doing, like I like doing this, there's things I like doing. There's a lot of times there's a lot of work involved. There's a lot of work behind the scenes. There's a lot of things that just are your day-to-day grind, like the editing and the copying, the pacing. If I have that attitude where I have to get up and I have to record my videos, I got to do the editing, then I got to write an article, then I got to post this, then I got to advertise, then I got to do that and that and that. It can feel overwhelming, and even then it can make you feel like it's just drudgery. It's more about how to shake your attitude from being into a drudgery mindset into feeling more of a go-getter mindset, where you're more positive or more energetic and more motivated. So the first thing is definitely, like I always say, your diet. Your diet is always a big one. How you're eating has a big part of how you're feeling during the day. If you're eating a lot of junky, crappy food, and I know I feel it, if I try to eat something out of the ordinary, something that's not good for me, one of the things I always feel is I feel that groggy, sore feel. Like when I'm sore, my joints start to hurt, I start to ache, I start to feel, my stomach starts to feel worse, I start to have that bloated, like just full feeling in my stomach, where I start getting headaches. It just really wrecks the way I feel about getting things done during the day. Which is why I try to always watch my diet. Because if I eat something, even if I'm trying out different foods, like I've been experimenting with different foods, if I start getting headaches, or I start getting stomach aches, or I start getting a breakout, or I start getting joint pain on my foot, or joint pain, in my knees, or I start feeling sore, and working out hurts, it really affects the way I feel during the day. I don't feel like getting up and getting as much done. I don't feel as pumped or as motivated to face that day. It feels that much more difficult. And if life is already tough enough as it is, why do you want to go out of your way to make it more difficult by adding, discomfort and grogginess to your day? Make sure you're eating a good, healthy diet. Like I always say, I've gone over this thoroughly. Get your food journal, write your things down, make sure you're eating a good, healthy, balanced diet, and you're getting what you need. Now, I understand you're going to snack sometimes, and that's fine, but if you're eating really poorly and you find that you feel like you're in a bad mood, or you're tired all the time, or you're cranky all the time, that might be a reason why. I know a lot of people who eat a lot of really bad diets are constantly out of energy, they're constantly tired, they're constantly sleeping in a very long time, and I think a lot of it is because they just have a really bad diet. And I know a lot of it's because of that, because even if you're getting up or you don't feel tired, like I don't feel like groggy, but for me, if I feel sore or just achy, it just reduces the way I feel about taking on my day, and I want to feel at peak position or condition possible. Another one is your exercise. Like I said before in the morning ritual video, get your exercise going, because the exercise plays a big role in how you view your day. When you get that blood pumping to your brain and you get that good workout, you feel pumped. You feel ready to take on the day. Especially you work out, you take your shower, you eat that meal. Now you're in great shape. You look good. You have that nice, your veins are coming out, whatever you're trying to do. Your body looks nice and toned, and you feel ready to take on the day. That's why that good morning workout's always good, because you're ready to go. You feel like you've trained. You feel like a soldier. You're ready to take on that day. It's good for you. It's healthy, but also has benefits for your mind. Get yourself a nice car. It doesn't have to be a fancy workout, an expensive workout. Like I said before, you can do it at home. Like I said before in my minimalist gym video, you get a jump rope and some dumbbells and a few other essentials, and you can do your things at home. You can do some quick jump rope reps, do about 100, 200 jump rope reps, and then you do some dumbbell workouts really quickly, and you do some push-ups and setups, and you can be ready to take on that day. doesn't take a huge fancy workout, but getting that, even that 10, 15 minutes in makes a big difference in how you take on your day. You feel better and look better too. So always do that. And also, another one is more of a mental aspect. Try to view what's going right in your life, because one thing that people can do is you get caught up in things that are going wrong. And I know life is tough and life's not easy and things happen. And I've had my moments in business, or I had to struggle a bit, or I lost a lot and had to start back over. And just in life in general, if you're always grogged down or always beat up about what you're doing or how life is going, it can really affect your mood, and it takes away your focus. And another thing you'll notice is if you're trying to do something new, if you're trying to become in better shape, you're trying to get better socially or dating wise or money wise, you're going to go through that learning phase, that phase where you're building your foundation, where you're going to have to learn and make mistakes and struggle a bit. And if all you do is look at the things you're failing at, because even I've done things where I start looking at my progress, like, I haven't done so bad. I've actually done a lot. But if you're looking at things in a moment, a lot of times you get focused on things that went wrong that day or that week. It can really destroy your focus. So one thing you want to do is make sure you're looking at things that are going right in a whole perspective, and don't look at just what's going wrong in the moment, because that can really deteriorate your mood, and you can feel like, man, I'm just terrible. I'm just worthless. Everybody has it better than I do. A lot of times it's all in your head. A lot of people, you see what's going on that's good, but you don't see what's bad, because people who have things that look good in their life can also have things that are bad. You got to learn how to push past that and keep setting your goals and keep moving, which goes into my next tip, which is to make sure you're putting your goals down. Make sure you're having a plan to where you want to get into life. Because if you're just getting up and doing the ABC drudgery, you're going to look up and time's going to fly past you. What do most people do? Like I said before, they follow the life script. They get up, they go to work, they go to school, get a job, get married, have kids, buy a house, and die, and that's their whole script. They go from A to B, time passes them by, they're older, and they wonder where their life went. You don't want to live your life that way. Even if you don't plan on being a multi-billionaire or just mega rich, you still want to have goals that you're pushing for and you're accomplishing. Whether it's, lose a few pounds, or maybe it's to get something done, fix something around the house. You got to keep yourself in better shape. Focus on asking out, maybe you want to ask out a girl or a guy you like. Make sure you're getting out there and you're putting out those goals and writing them down. You're building up the habits, because if you're not building up those habits, you want to get to a point where you're doing things subconsciously, not to where you're having to think about doing them, because you have to think about doing them, you're less likely to do them. You want to get to the point where getting up and working out, you work out so much that not working out makes you feel weird. That's where you want to get to. If you have to get to the point where you have to consciously make yourself work out, then you're not there yet. You want to get to the point where not missing a day of work, if you have to miss a day of working out, that you feel so bad that you have to make up for it, double the next day. That's where you want to be mentally. You don't want to be simply just going through life, hoping things get better. Make things better by setting your goals and getting things done. And the last tip is just to take a quick nap. A lot of times a quick nap makes a big difference. Now, if you're at work or something, you can't take a quick nap. But maybe during the day you have a quick lunch break, or you're out somewhere. Maybe you want to squeeze a nap in. Maybe you can squeeze a nap in after a lunch. Or you can squeeze in a quick 10-minute nap, or have an alarm go off. Or you can squeeze a nap in if you're at home. It's easier. I generally do it during the day. I wake up early. I might take my quick nap after I eat something. I might take a quick, even a 15-minute sleep can get you much more boosted and ready to take on things. You're constantly half pacing and half stepping. Check your sleep patterns. Definitely check your sleep. Check how you're sleeping in general. If you're not getting enough sleep, make sure you're getting more sleep. But a lot of things that can help. If you get home from work, take that quick 30-minute nap. Take that quick 20-minute nap. And then you can get more done. But if you just try to run on a full the whole time without recharging your batteries, it can make things much more difficult for you, and you feel more groggy and less motivated. So get that quick nap in. Eat a nice light snack, chill out, read a book, go to sleep, relax your brain, and get that nap, and then go in and take it full charge and full force. So those are 5 simple tips about how to get yourself prepared and get your mood boosted during the day. 1 is a healthy diet, 2 is to exercise, 3 to look at what's going right, 4 is to write down your goals, and 5 is to take a quick nap or to change your sleeping patterns. What do you think about that? Let me know. As always, put in the comment section. Also, I started a Patreon account. You're going to notice that I'm going to be on that or there a lot, because I want to interact with people a lot more, and I'm trying to build a community of people who is interested in the content. That I want to have a following of fans. I'd rather have 1,000 close fans that I can interact with closely, who like my content and can give me feedback, that I can get that feedback and understand what people are thinking in their mind, versus having 100,000 viewers or whatever amount of viewers who aren't really saying anything, or it's hard to really track what's going on, who aren't as invested in it. I want people who are invested. I want to grow that following and that fan base, and I want to see what's out there and who likes what. So I'm definitely going to be on Patreon more. You're going to see me advertising that more and posting about that a lot more, because I really want to build a community of people and get a bunch of followers going on. I've known about it for a couple of years, but I decided, hey, I'm going to make one and see where it goes. So you will see me on there. Come on Patreon, like, subscribe, go to Patreon. Feel free to donate. I'm going to have a bunch of rewards, incentives on there as well. I'm still in the early process of drafting them, so you're going to see as I go along. But as always, regardless, like, subscribe, and transcend infinitely.
Want more? Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment the video and subscribe to the podcast. Want even more? Check out the written article version and subscribe to the Infinite Transcendence website at infinitetranscendence.com for new and interesting quality content. Join now and receive a special gift. Also like our Facebook at Infinite Transcendence and follow us on Twitter at transcend_world. Keep watching and listening. See you next time and transcend infinitely.